Please. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Honorable Datuk Pengerusi, Datuk-Datuk, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Terima kasih. The topic for today is managing environment. I'm going to share with you is managing environmental issues in Malaysia with Geospatial. So I thank you for the opportunity for me to share how in DOE we have developed GIS capability, particularly to support decision making. Decision making using of GIS in DOE, it is important that when you develop, it is being utilized. And our GIS system is actually solely for our officers to manage the environment. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, sorry. The outline for my paper today is a short introduction of DOE and the EQA and environmental management in Malaysia, and then about how we develop GIS in DOE. We have heard about challenges in the public sector, how GIS is being used, and how what are the challenges that we face. Then I would like to share some of the applications that we have developed. We realize that we have quite a long way to go looking at the progress that or the capacity of GIS and also Geospatial in managing issues. Hence, we have developed a few applications and would like to share with the audience today and a little bit about the way forward. And we have, of course, the national policy on the environment, and DOE is actually involved in the statement or the policy statement is for continuous economic, social and cultural progress and enhancement of the quality of life of Malaysians. So the key word here, our job, our day-to-day job is actually to ensure the quality of life of all Malaysians, yeah, through environmentally sound and sustainable development. So we have lots of complaints. We have, as what Datuk Pengerusi says, the haze is coming every time, middle of the year. Now June is expected to be dry season. So there are a lot of things that to ensure that Malaysians are not, the quality of life, you are not bothered by pollution, air pollution, water pollution, for the sake of safety, health and safety. So this is the National Environment Policy. And DOE's function, we have the EQA, is to administer and enforce the Environmental Quality Act and the Section 4 of the EEZ. Now, Section 4 of EEZ is actually on marine pollution. And the EQA is to prevent, abate, control of pollution and enhancement of the environment in Malaysia. And of course, EQA stipulates standards for discharges into the environment. We have air emission standards, effluent standards. So if you can see, the EQA, the Environmental Quality Act and the various regulations set standards. So it is practically about standards emissions into the air, water, land, and everything. Hence, in having all this information, the pollution sources that we have, the quality of the environment, quality of the air and all that. How do we manage all this data that we collect, data that we get from our monitoring stations, and how do we collate and manage this data, put it into geospatial and use it for decision making. And the strategies that the DOE, the environmental management strategies, we have pollution control and prevention. This is basically enforcement, not only enforcement, but also when we receive application for industrial, where are the industries, whether the application for industry, whether it is suitable. We have pre-siting evaluation. Then we also have sustainable development through conservation of resources, integration of environmental factors in development planning, and environmental education. So basically, point in terms of enforcement and in terms of processing the application of industries, that's where we need to use geospatial data heavily to make our decision, to make a well-informed and a good decision. The vision of the department is environmental conservation for the well-being of the people, with the mission to ensure sustainable development in the process of nation building. Okay, going to the role of GIS in DOE, the main aim is to be able to use whatever this data we have for an effective and reliable and fast decision making. It is very important that now, as you know, decision has to be made fast. We were given a lot of this piagam. We have to complete our EIA report processing in 5 weeks for the primary EIA and 12 weeks for the detailed EIA. So we need to have ready, available information. But the raw data that we have, it has to be updated, accurate, complete, and sentiasa and ongoing updating. If the information that we have is not updated and accurate, and we use the system to make decision making, it will not be a good decision. Hence, we have the raw data, process, analyze, synthesize, and then put it in the geospatial or the GIS form to be able to be used by our officers. And the other thing, this is the data that we have from the department, the pollution sources data, the monitoring data, the quality of the river, the air quality. But what is important when we use this system to make decision is data that is in the custodian of all the other agencies. We need all the layers. We need the land use. We need the future gazetted land use planning. We need the topo. We need the environmentally sensitive areas. Yeah, all this data available with other agencies is important. Is needed in geospatial information to be fed into our system to be able to use. Otherwise, we only have the pollution sources without all the other layers, which is important for decision making. We started as far back as 1990s, but as you know, back then it's very tedious. We literally have to digitize the information ourselves in the room. There is no sharing of data, and in the RMK 8, we started with data and infra development, right to application, and now we are focusing on application, infra enhancement, and also data. But what is most important is to train our officers to use this data, to be able to use all this data in our day-to-day work, both enforcement and also application of resources. Now, I would like to share with you what our product is. The GIS in Department of Environment is already in a GIS web portal. Now, this module, this web, is meant for our officers, where all the data is being able. Every officer, 1,500 of them, is able to use this GIS on a web basis. Yeah, and we have also the application that we have here is one general application. We have all the layers. the boundaries, the rivers, the topo and all that. And we have also hotspot application, as what Dr. Pengerusi has mentioned just now. We receive hotspot information on long latitude from the ASEAN ASME or ASEAN Specialized Meteorological Center in Singapore. It's a regional collaboration between the ASEAN countries. They give us every day, they feed us with where are the hotspots, and then we translate it into the GIS in our web base, and our officers on the ground will have to go and verify and take action. If it is a forest fire, they will have to take action according to the SOP. But if it is an offense by either plantations or industries or pembinaan or construction, then they will have to take legal action. We have, of course, application Carian Lot, aplikasi EIA, our monitoring stations and monitoring results. We have here application of the ROL or the River of Life and application lodging. So what is important here, in this portal, it is accessible by every of our officers, and we also have the latihan there, online latihan, because it is not easy. If you are good in GIS, you are the Geospatial officer, as you say, we want to try to get, you can, this thing are hands-on and it's very easy. But for decision maker, but for those who are using the system, it's not easy. And we have this online latihan here. They can open and how to use it. And we also have the forum, if you can see here, the forum online. They can share their problems or their information or what is their need with the system administrator. Yeah. So in fact, I personally feel that this is very important. And now what we want to what we need to encourage is the usage of this web-based GIS at the management level, at all level. It has to be user friendly. Okay, this is linked with our main information system, the database. We call it the electronic kawalan alam sekitar, where we have all the information about the sources, the source, the enforcement and compliance history online, the inventory, the enforcement, the licensing, schedule waste information system. So this database is being linked with the, of course, the longitude and latitude, and hence when we display the geospatial data and all this information regarding a particular industry can be displayed, can be accessed online and on the web. Okay, this is just to show how important environmental management is, and when we mess with the nature, kita akan dapat bala bencana. Okay, I would like to share with you some of the application. We have this development in Highlands that this particular one is in lodging. See, if you see development of data, geospatial data, and how to use it, particularly for the Department of Environment, because Department of Environment is a department of everything. You have to have a lot of information. So what we have, when we have the pollution sources, but what we need is with everybody. You need all the other data. So, and to get that data is not cheap. We have to develop, and we have to even get somebody or some consultants to develop. So this, for example, we have to develop that. Oh, here are some photographs actually to show. Time is quite limited here. I just run through. This is a case in lodging. How there are so many development over vast land area with steep slope. And you can see, I have some photographs here, very, very quickly I can show some of the photographs and how the land use is being developed that damage the environment, cause severe erosion, and cause water pollution. We have a difficulty in assessing those areas, even to go for enforcement, of course we use the helicopter and all that, but using the GIS or the satellite imagery helps us a lot in making decision and also taking enforcement action. So these are some of the photographs which is happening in lodging. This is just a case. So we have developed an application to manage these issues in lodging. This is the river. Some of the consequences. Water resources is being affected. Water treatment plant, of course, cost has been increased. This is the Sungai Belatop just at lodging. Landslide. These are some of the photographs of issues in highland development. Land clearing in class 4 slopes. So these are some photographs. So when we develop the GIS web mapping application, you can look. When we superimpose the layers, we can see where are the affected areas, where are the projects, where are the affected areas, and where are the affected rivers. For us to go in terms of when we assess the application for further development through either the application from the EIA report and so on. So this is just to show you in 2003 the satellite image that we got. You can see the area that is being developed in the lighter shade. But in 2007, a lot of the area has been open and a lot of destruction and erosion, severe erosion, is being can be seen. Yeah, if you are familiar with lodging, just to share with you the application that we have. So an erosion map is being developed, and this is being used to superimpose with the layers with the satellite image. So when we receive application of the EIA or project, we will have to look at the erosion risk and also the slope classification. The slope, all this, of course, it has to be done in Geospatial. So we have to superimpose and see exactly where the land that is being proposed for development. And then we will have to decide. So sometimes they propose development in class 4 or class 3. So this is where our officers will have to superimpose the map and see that if it is class 4, it will not be allowed to develop. If it is class 3, they have to do EIA. And when we approve the EIA report or not approve, sometimes we do not approve, it is totally in class 4 or class 3. Otherwise, we have a lot of conditions put that certain areas they cannot develop. And they have to put all the best management practices for erosion control. So these are some of the other application I can like to share with you is investigation of, this is an investigation of water treatment plant shutdown. When we have the layers, we see where are the sources, the point sources, where are the industries, where are the water, you can have your water treatment, where are the water treatment plant, where are the all the pollution sources that we have mapped out. Here we have LRA, for example, lawatan loji rawatan air. Yeah? So when we receive a complaint, the officers through this web GIS, they can just open up and during the investigation, they will have to make a quick assessment. What is the potential contributing factor? For example, if we have complaint downstream, we have to trace right up. So, for example, the other day we have complaints about water treatment plant being closed. Yeah, so the officers will have to look at the map and see where are the potential pollution sources. So these are the things that has helped us to make a fast decision and take enforcement action. These are some of the application. Just to show to you, we have the point sources that we have put in the as a geospatial, the loji rawatan air, takat pengambilan air, the projects EIA, all the kilang-kilang, punca effluent, punca kumbahan. Then whether they are complying or not, we can also already put in the electronic system, so you can when you pinpoint at the source, all the information can be obtained. So these are some of the attributes that we can get from the GIS that we have developed. This is the electronic information system, which is being connected to the geospatial data. Just to share with you, it's the same. Yeah? Jadi our officer now depend quite heavily on this geospatial data that we have developed. But what is our challenge now is to ensure that it is being used widely by our officers. There is no point for us to develop and it is not being used. Now we have a core person, science officers, to develop this at the headquarters, and at all state level we have officers that we have trained to be, we call it the core GIS officer. They are the trainers, and they to help to ensure that within the states that the system is being used. This is the hotspot map that we are using, as what Dr. Pungsi has mentioned. Daily we got the number of hotspots and the distribution in terms of longitude and latitude from the ASMC in Singapore. So our officers on the ground will have to go and verify and take action, and so they can immediately open their computer, access the GIS web, and then will have the information that they will have to work on the ground. Yeah? Of course, we also have this searching for lot number that we got from Japan, and it is being integrated in our system. So when we want to apply whether the application for the industry is suitable or not, we will have to use this. So our officers will have to look back at the gazetted land use, so it has to be in accordance with the gazetted land use and also in line with the siting and zoning of industries. As a way forward, we plan to have a fully integration with the main DOE database, and also use other tools for example environmental modeling. And what is more important is also to link with other, not only NRE's agencies, but other government agencies that have all the information that we have, that we need to enhance our environmental management capability using geospatial. And then we are also developing mobile GIS for our officers to use this system in the field, and also to fully utilized by all levels of DOE officers in environmental management and enforcement, to make it a day-to-day culture to use this so that we can make a fast decision making and react response time, in the short response time when there is any complaints. So in conclusion, geospatial approach or using GIS has helped us a lot in making fast decision and in response to complaints, and also maximizing the use of ICT and GIS. We have no choice but to go ahead with it in a very fast and timely manner, because as you know, in this lean civil service we have not much chance to get more officers, but everybody, individual officers, has to be efficient and do more work in this the new lean civil service policy that we are in. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, just a short opportunity to share with you some of the applications that we have developed in DOE. Thank you.